Have you ever noticed how quiet it gets right after you finally let go? Not out of anger, not to make her notice, but because you've outgrown the version of yourself that kept holding on. She doesn't expect it. She thought you'd always care, always wait, always respond. But now, nothing. No texts, no overthinking, no chasing, just peace. And in that silence, she starts to feel something. Not because you said anything, but because she can't feel your energy anymore. And when a woman senses she no longer lives in your mind, that's when everything shifts. If you're between 16 and 24, this video will explain what really happens when a man detaches, not to win her back, but to reclaim himself. Let's begin. 1. Why you feel so lost in modern love. Modern relationships are built on illusions. Everyone's afraid of getting hurt. Everyone wants love, but no one wants to look like they want it. So people flirt to feel validated, not to connect. Girls will keep you around for attention, not commitment. Guys will pretend to care just to sleep with you, and in the end, both sides walk away pretending they're unbothered, when deep down they're just emotionally exhausted. You're not weak for catching feelings, you're human. But if you don't learn to protect your energy, this cycle will keep repeating, until you become just as emotionally numb as the people who hurt you. 2. The illusion of the talking stage. The talking stage is a trap. It gives you just enough attention to stay, but never enough clarity to feel secure. You talk every day, you FaceTime, you flirt. It feels real, until one day it ends without warning. No explanation, no closure. They'll say it wasn't that deep, or we weren't even together. But you know better. You gave effort, time, pieces of your mind, and they walked away like it meant nothing. Here's the truth. If someone makes you feel unsure, they already know you care more than they do. And that imbalance will always hurt you. Stop investing in potential. Watch their consistency. That's where the truth lives. 3. Stop worshiping her. Start respecting yourself. Too many guys completely lose their identity the moment a girl shows them a little attention. They meet her once, she smiles, and suddenly, boom, she's all they think about. Every song reminds them of her. Every notification brings hope. Every decision gets filtered through the question, will she like this? And that obsession is exactly what kills the attraction. You start responding instantly. You laugh at things that aren't funny. You agree with opinions that you don't even believe, just to avoid conflict. You shrink, not physically, but mentally. Your world becomes orbiting around hers like she's the sun, while you're just a satellite. But here's the raw truth. The more you worship her, the more she questions your worth. Not because she's evil, but because you're teaching her how little value you place on yourself. Women respect men who have their own gravity, men who are on a mission with or without female attention, men who don't pause their life hoping to get noticed by someone who doesn't even know what they want. Let her wonder where you are. Let her think twice when you don't respond in 0.2 seconds. Let her feel the absence of a man who refuses to chase validation. You're not here to audition, you're here to evolve. And the more you focus on that, the less you'll care about being chosen. 4. Mixed signals equals clear message. If she leaves you confused, she's not serious. Period. She watches your story but doesn't reply. She flirts when bored but ignores you when you're vulnerable. She disappears, comes back, disappears again. That's not chemistry, that's chaos. And you're addicted to it because part of you believes you can win her over if you just try harder. But listen, you can't build peace with someone who thrives on making you anxious. Mixed signals are already a sign. Don't beg for a clearer one. 5. Stop thinking you can fix her you meet her. She tells you things she's never told anyone about her past, her pain, her fears. And you feel chosen, like you've unlocked a part of her no one else has, so you start trying to heal her. You become her therapist, her emotional crutch, her daily motivation. You ignore red flags because you think, she's just been hurt. I'll show her I'm different. But here's the hard truth. Loving someone doesn't mean fixing their chaos. It means knowing when to walk away from it. You're not her father. You're not her emotional punching bag. And if she's not actively working to become better, your love won't save her. It will just drain you. You'll slowly start compromising. You'll allow disrespect because she's been through a lot. You'll make excuses for being treated like an option because you think she's just scared to love. But guess what? A woman who's truly healing won't destroy someone who's trying to love her. Real healing requires accountability, not someone to absorb her damage. Let her do the work. If she doesn't, walk away, because your peace is not the price for her comfort. 6. Masculinity is calm, not chaos. In a world full of boys trying to flex, be the man who moves in silence. Real masculinity isn't shown in loud arguments, fast replies, or begging for a second chance. It's in restraint, calmness, the ability to not react. When she says something disrespectful, you don't start a fight. You end the conversation. When she ghosts you, you don't spam her. You let her go. When she sees you silent and unbothered, she realizes she never controlled you. That's power, not anger, not revenge, just pure, quiet control. And in a chaotic world, that kind of stability is rare and unforgettable. 7. Most girls are testing you without saying it. Here's a secret. Girls will test your emotional strength without even realizing it. She might cancel plans last minute, say something to provoke a reaction, act cold to see how much you'll chase. This isn't always toxic. Sometimes it's subconscious. She wants to know, can this guy handle himself? Is he needy? Will he fold if I pull away? Your job, stay composed, not cold, just calm. When you show that her mood doesn't shake your peace, she sees you as someone who's emotionally grounded, and that's rare. At 8, you don't attract what you want. You attract what you mirror. If you keep attracting emotionally unavailable girls, you need to ask yourself, what part of me feels safe around people who can't love me properly? Sometimes we chase chaos because peace feels unfamiliar. We confuse anxiety for passion. We mistake hot and cold behavior for chemistry. But real connection, it's consistent. Software easy, safe. Start healing the part of you that confuses being ignored with being challenged. The moment you feel peace in your own mind, you'll stop seeking chaos in other people. 9. Your glow-up is not just physical, it's mental. You want revenge. Don't post thirst traps. Don't get petty. Don't watch her stories hoping she'll notice you looking better. Real revenge is silent. It's when you stop checking your phone for her name. When your gym results speak louder than your texts ever did. When your bank account grows while your emotions stabilize. You stop scrolling. You start studying. You replace late-night overthinking with early morning discipline. You build yourself so relentlessly that she wouldn't even recognize the man you're becoming. This glow-up, it's not about looking good for her. It's about no longer caring who's watching. Start eating better, not for aesthetics, but for control. Read, not to sound smart, but to become sharp. Meditate, not to be spiritual, but to stop letting your thoughts control you. A man in control of his body, mind, and emotions. He doesn't chase closure. He doesn't chase anyone. He becomes the storm. And when you're the storm, you don't worry about the rain. 10. In the end, you're all you've got. When the talking stage ends, when the love fades, when your phone is dry and your heart is heavy, who's left? You. The man in the mirror. The guy who gave too much and got too little. The guy who stayed up overthinking about someone who moved on like it was nothing. But listen closely. That pain, that rejection, it's the fuel. Use it. Let it burn, let it sharpen you, let it remind you to never again abandon yourself for someone else's comfort, because in the end, it's not about being chosen by her, it's about choosing yourself. And when you do that, you'll stop settling for attention. You'll start attracting respect.